cash flow is more like your supply line. So you protect it with all your life.
Yeah, good. But have you ever asked the financial person, have you ever asked your accountant, okay, where is the cash?
Where is the cash? Armies with a lot of guidance, a lot of very high-end guidance, so sometimes end up losing battles because supplies are very great.
Yes.
Companies or businesses end up miscalculating demands.
And that person is telling him that I can only repay back like in the next 10 years, the next 5 years. So meaning for him to survive the remaining months of the year, he needs to take an action.
Cash flow can be likened to like the oxygen of the business.
Okay.
Yes, and then when it keeps depleting, it will get to a point you will suffocate and die. Yes.
Yeah.
You can't survive without oxygen. More of the businesses tend to misinterpret profit as a healthy cash flow.
Get the right people to do the job.
Yeah.
Enough of compromising.
Hello family, you're welcome to another episode of The Business Doctors, where we listen to quiet symptoms and heal what success keeps silent. My name is Paakodie and I'm here with
Michael Parry. Okay, so in our previous episode, I think one of the things that came up as a prevalent problem that keeps killing businesses silently was the cash flow. And I did mention that we need to talk about it in one of our episodes. That's why we find ourselves here today. It is one of the very important issues we need to talk about. But Paakodie, have you ever wondered why some businesses struggle with cash flow?
Yes, I think I've had a thought about this a couple of times, yes. And I think most often than not, more of the businesses tend to misinterpret profit as a healthy cash flow. Yes, and I think it's a very big problem. The fact that the business is making profit doesn't mean the cash flow is healthy. Yes.
I side with you on that one. Because with that being said, sometimes you look at a company's financial books, you look into their books and they are declaring a certain margin of profit in their books. But in reality, when you come on the ground during the operations time, they don't have enough access to cash to run their daily operations. And this all rises from some of the problems of cash flows in businesses. So if you are your books is declaring a profit of, let's say, 10 cedis, and in reality you are able to have access to just 2 cedis for operations,
that's a big loss.
That's a big problem.
Yeah.
And in many instances, some of these things do happen from poor planning and how do I put it, failure of their structures. They don't put up proper systems and structures to cater for some of these things. Because if there are proper systems and structures laid down, you won't include in your budget in a season where you think it's going to be a lean season where your customers are not really buying a lot during that period. You don't invest about 80% or 90% of your cash into your stocks.
Yeah. They will end up sitting on the shelf.
Yes, either in the shelves or in the stores.
Yeah.
Then you now need cash to cater for the daily happenings of the business and you are in a tight corner. But in your books, you are faring okay, but it depends on how you use those cash. Sometimes there are certain things you can leverage on as a business. That's one of the things you can leverage is making sure you have enough suppliers to deal with in providing you these goods.
I think cash flow can be likened to like the oxygen of the business.
Okay.
Yes, and then when it keeps depleting, it will get to a point you will suffocate and die. Yes.
Yeah.
You can't survive without oxygen. Yes.
So let's look at this scenario. Let's say a company declares a profit of, let's say, 10,000 cedis. In their books, they claim to have 10,000 cedis.
Profit in the books.
In reality, out of that 10,000, about 9,000 is stacked in the stocks that are being shelved at their counter, at their stores. They've used the available cash to go and purchase stock as well. They didn't get their stocks on credit basis where it will give them ample time to pay later on. They just went in to buy with the cash. Now that money is still locked up somewhere.
I think this also brings me to one thing I've been thinking about for a while. I think one of the problems also is weak follow-up on cashes that's locked up somewhere.
Okay.
Yes, a lot of times, you see, when you go to the books, all those monies are written in the books.
Yeah.
But when you come to the business, you don't have it there.
You don't have it.
Yes, so you are profitable in the books, but when you come to the business is dying slowly.
Yeah, it's just like you listing your account receivables in your books under your current assets. You're looking good that you have that asset in hand. So let's assume you are running, let's say, a nightclub. All right, you're running a nightclub. You have a couple of customers owing you for bottles. Well, they come around, they drink these expensive bottles. They take in these expensive bottles. There are zoos and all those. I don't want to mention the names of the brands. They don't pay instant. You spread it for them over like 3 months to pay. The duration is due, yet they've not paid. But in your books, you've declared that as account receivable and it's under your current asset. So in your books, you are looking good. But in reality, you are not getting... And it's one of the prevalent causes of collapsing of nightclubs in this country. So a lot of times you see visuals of so many nightlife places where people are partying hard, drinking a lot. But in reality, it's more like a credit-based model they are running. And if they don't have a credit officer or a strong financial team that will follow up and ensure that these payments are being made on time, the business will be kept hanging. As you said, if the oxygen stops coming, they will be suffocating and then they will die. So I think these are very, very important problems we sometimes ignore. So if you are not very careful in running your business in these aspects, monitoring all these things, you might think you are doing well. Anytime the report is being presented to you, you look at the final figure down there, the net, you look at it and it's looking good. But have you ever asked the financial person, have you ever asked your accountant, okay, where is the cash?
Where is the cash? the question most of them feel.
Yes,
and I think
where's the cash?
History is very clear. Armies with a lot of gadgets, a lot of very high-end gadgets, still sometimes end up losing battles because supplies arrive late.
Yes,
and cash flow is more like your supply line. So you protect it with all your life.
Yes,
you do your follow-ups, you make sure your cash, whatever that's stuck somewhere, they are collected.
You see how these financial institutions take it upon and say when they are chasing you for their loans, you see how aggressive they are because they know what's pushing them. It's people's money that has been put into their care. That is, they've given it out to you to work with them, pay back with interest. Now, if you fault or if you default on the duration you're supposed to pay, you are not only disturbing their business, but you're also bringing a third party into it, the main owner of the money that they entrusted with the institution to work with. So they'll come for you full force because the least mistake they do, the company goes down and customers get agitated. We've seen a lot of such scenarios in this country. I won't mention names, but once I'm talking about this, you know. So many a time we'll be like, oh, company enough for Musikedi. Oh, they've taken their money, they've defrauded them. But in reality, it's not always the case. It's not always the case. Sometimes it all stems down from mismanagement.
And I think another thing also is most often companies or businesses end up miscalculating demands. Yes, they see certain demands and they think, oh, this is our chance for us to go in. And they end up spending more than they get into the business. So their expenses is more than the income. Ends up like destroying the cash flow. The business.
This is a perfect example for, let's say, Christmas. Okay. when it's a seasonal, when we get into certain seasons, that's where some of these things happen. What you just talked about. Let me use this as an example. Right now we are about to celebrate Ghana's independence. I don't know when people will be watching this.
The JCs are even out.
They
are out of
now. Everyone is going after the Ghana JC. Now, if you are not really careful, you might be carried by the wave. Instead of you to focus on your normal, how do we say, the club jerseys, the Premier Leagues one, the La Ligas, which happen week in, week out. You might divert all your funds to get the Black Stars one. Don't forget that once the 6 months is over, it will be relevant again somewhere in June when we start the World Cup. Now, how do you survive in between this period if you're unable to clear all the stock before Sixth match? At that point,
and how sure are you that even when we are about to play the World Cup, the people will come to you to buy
and not choose them? So these are some of the poor decisions sometimes businesses make, and they find themselves wanting. So I think the earlier some of these businesses treat cash flow problems as a very, how should I put it, a very severe issue, the better. You ignore it, 1, 2, and I think it's one of the silent killers that does not give you enough time.
No. You see,
they do not give you enough time
because it looks good in the books. Most often you will not even pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Because when you check the books, you are making a lot of money.
Smiling to the bank.
Yes, and you will fail to check the actual monies that you have there, and before you realize it, the business is out of focus.
You go like, I have a net worth of. Okay, what can you show for the net worth you claim to have? Before we tried this before, there are people on the media which we published in articles and in news that, this particular person has a net worth of so and so. In the next 2 months, then the same person is filing for bankruptcy, and people are like, what's going on? Probably all those cash or all that stuff he has is stacked up with certain business owner, certain dealer, certain supplier. And that person is telling him that I can only repay back like in the next 10 years, the next 5 years. So meaning for him to survive the remaining months of the year, he needs to take an action. So if you don't declare yourself bankruptcy and you go by the term that, my net worth is just, you don't have that at hand. You don't have that at hand. So I think in this case, the financial experts come in to save a lot. Your financial department comes in to save you a lot. And then I think that there's a skill or knowledge that is not beyond us when you come to business, the business doctors. This is one of the things we do as well. If it's about your finances, your financial department, we give you proper guidelines to avoid some of these things. We help you structure well a system that prompts you. So just like the stock, for instance, if all the money are stacked up in the shelves, you can even find a way to get some of these stocks, not selling directly to your customers, but at a point you can take them out and give it to other people at the cost price, just so you get your cash back to work with. Because if they are stocked up and you are not selling, where are you getting the money? If you go to the financial institutions for money, it's coming with an interest. That means you need to work extra harder to cover for that interest. So businesses need to forecast well. Budget can never be accurate, but it should be very close to being accurate.
That's true.
The difference between its accuracy and its inconsistency shouldn't be that much. Yes, so I think when it comes to cash flow,
the business shouldn't be running on emergency mode.
No. There are a lot of businesses in I won't mention country. A lot of businesses currently running
on emergency mode.
Yes. Just a snap of a finger, these businesses can go down. A lot.
The foundations are weak.
Very weak. And probably they are looking very nice outwardly. But you go deep down and it's a mess. It's a mess.
And then you need someone to take a critical look at all these things for you.
It's one of the reasons I keep saying. Even in our previous episode, I mentioned that get the right people to do the job. Enough of compromising. You are in charge of the stores. Can't you double up to handle the finance department for us? After all, it's all about the sale that is coming in and the little expenses that is going out. It's more than that. You need a technical eye to do proper forecasting for you.
Most definitely.
When the data comes in, who does the analysis for you? You can't just add that row to a certain person and be like, shouldn't I, ma'am? It doesn't work.
I don't know why business owners will feel so comfortable with delaying some of these things. I don't just get, because your business, let me say, is your life. Without your business, we don't have you because that's the money you are surviving on.
Surviving on.
Yes. So I don't think you should be delaying on some of these things when around start blowing there.
Yeah.
You should seek some expert advice or something from someone.
It's a sickness. It's a sickness.
Your monies, once again, it shouldn't be a problem.
No.
Paying for something that will keep your business running shouldn't be a problem. I don't know what happens to business owners. I don't just get it sometimes, but
as I always say,
we'll
it's about a priority.
Mm.
If you prioritize something, you will do whatever it takes to make that thing survive and stay relevant. Mm-hmm. If you don't give it that much attention if you are listing your priorities and it's not on top of your list, the same energy you give it, that's the same results you are going to get back. Mm. So my humble plea to all business owners and CEOs in charge of companies in this country, make sure you get the right people for the job. If you are seeing this on your timeline, it's a sign that you need to get the right people for the job. If you don't have anyone in mind, you don't have any suggestion, you
can enter our DMs.
Like this post, hit the follow button, get into the DM. Let's start talking. We can help you out. Let's diagnose your problem for you and recommend solutions for you. That little illness will grow to become a disease and then a chronic one, which might not leave now. So the earlier you do it, the better for you.
Yeah. No army actually wins a battle by fighting harder when their supplies run out. Yeah. You fight, you waste. Yes, you need to fight to protect your supply line.
Exactly.
So fight to protect your cash flow.
You've said it all there.
Yeah.
We've said it all. So we can end it with that. Fight to protect your cash flow. That's it.
So it's been a wonderful one, and then thank you for staying and sticking with us through this episode. I believe it was a blessing to you. Don't forget to subscribe, share, give us a like, and then give us a comment too on what you think we should talk about in our next episodes. We are the Business Doctors, and we are